Yo, what's up, YouTube? You know what it is, man. We back here with another. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what it is, man. It's your boy, King James. And yeah, man, we back here with another episode of Trapping with Jay, man. You know what it is, man. So today we're gonna be doing 10 of the worst albums that I've listened to this year. This is the last bad list of music I'm gonna do. So we're gonna kick it off with Lil Keed, with Key Talk to Him too. And the only reason this album is here is because of the amount of songs they put in the album. I feel like if they kept it concise and a little bit shorter, the album would have been a banger. It would have been one of my favorite posthumous albums, since they dropped a hell of a lot of them this year, namely King Von and Young Dolph, and yeah, Lil Keed. And this one was the worst out of the rest because they just picked a lot of songs and just threw them in there for no reason, when they just could have kept it concise and leave the rest in the vault. And yeah, and the number 9 we got Young Boy NBA with I Rest My Case. Yeah, a 19 track album filled with nothing. This man was doing nothing on this tape but doing his best Playboy Cardi rendition, which did not work. Yeah, Youngboy has potential when it comes to rage beats, and I like that he tried to do something different on this tape, but it did not work, unfortunately, on this tape, because it just sounds all over the place, really noisy. Songs are too short, they sound unfinished. Yeah, and his voice, when he does the baby voice, it gets kinda irritating. And somebody else who's kinda irritating is DDG with Maybe It's Me at number 8. This tape is mainly here because of what he did with the I'm Geeking song. Yeah, this shouldn't even be named an album because I'm Geeking is there 3 times. 3 times, dog. He was milking this song, bro. That's what I hate about the album. It makes the album seem so uninspired when you got the same song 3 times, 3 different songs with the same title. It's crazy, dog. That's the reason why this album is here. I kind of like DDG and the tape he did last year, but this one is a no for me. And another no for me was Black Sheep by Black Youngster, which comes in at number 7 on this list. The reason why this tape comes in here is because most of the songs here just sound all over the place. It sounds like he was just too angry to make music, you feel me? Like his focus was not on making music, but actually just talking whatever you wanted to talk, you know what I mean? And yeah, I'll give him props for being more aggressive on this tape than most of his tapes previously, but that's the only thing I can give him props about on this album. The rest is just not it. And another album that's not it is the number 6 album with For the Trenches by Lil Zay Osama. This album really sucks because of the amount of singing that happens in this album. Right when you think Zay is gonna go hard again, he comes in hard with Last Place in Cali or whatever that song is, yeah. And the Cali song, he goes hard in there, and then does 5 songs where he's just singing. You hear nothing but singing, and it's kind of boring and irritating, bro. I don't like Zay Osama Pain songs that much. I'm not gonna say I don't like all of them, just I hate it when he does it this much on the album. And another thing that I hate is the number 5 album on this list, and that's Akira from Shane Eagle. This album was terrible by every single stand of the measure. I don't know what Shane was thinking. It's like Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers done wrong. I get where he was trying to go with it and like let people know that, yo, I'm just a human like y'all. So you know what I mean? Just take this project as an extension of me, sort of like the Mr. Morale tape. But at the same time, it does not work because he's not doing a lot of work behind what his premise is. It feels like he's force feeding us like this acceptance for him not being one of the most braggadocio rappers and all of that. You know, it's like we forced to like his music instead of just liking it naturally. And another album I did not like naturally was the number 4 album, Strictly for My Fans by G Herbo. Yeah, man, like G Herbo tried to go back to his drill roots here, Chicago drill roots, and it did not pay off because the album just sounds painfully loud. It sounds painfully unmastered. It's just all over the place, quite noisy. G Herbo sort of lost his flow on this album. I know G Herbo has never been known for his flow. He has an unorthodox flow when it comes to rapping on beats. But this one was the worst of the bunch. Yeah, this was not it from G Herbo. Imagine if there was more songs. Thank God it was only 12 songs. But a tape that has more songs will be the number 3 tape, Pink Tape, by Lil Uzi Vert. Yeah, 20-some songs that really go nowhere. Lil Uzi here was just doing his best rendition of being a rock star. And yeah, as much as we know he's that type of artist who just feels like a rock star and all of that, this just feels out of order from his style, you feel me? All of these albums have songs that I like, by the way, but that doesn't mean just because I like a couple of songs that's a good album. This album was not it in terms of quality wise. Mixing and mastering was bad. Track listing was bad. You know what I mean? He threw a couple of rock songs in there before the bonus tracks, and it was terrible. And then he did a lot that wasn't working for this album. Trying to be like Playboy Cardi in some sort of way. But I like that he did it in his own way, but at the same time, you can still hear the influence from Cardi. And another album you could hear an influence from Cardi from is the number 2 album with Mention Music from Trippie Redd. Yeah, this album is just full of crap. Very loud, very uninspired from Trippie Redd when it comes to these rage beats, cause it just sounds like he just wanted to throw in a lot of features from artists here, man. Like almost every single song has a feature on this album. I think there's only 4 songs where he's alone on this album, and there's 25 songs on this album. So at least 21 songs have features on this album. That's crazy. That's crazy. That shows the lack of passion behind this album. A lot of these features didn't even fit inside the album, like G Herbo or Rob 49 or Big 30. You know what I mean? Those guys did not fit this album, the theme of this album. I mean, if there was a theme at all, you feel me? It just felt all over the place, not going anywhere. Yeah, I mean, you have him doing double features like Chief Keef, Future, and Lil Baby appearing twice on the album for no reason. Yeah, I mean, Like that album was bad. It was really bad from Trippie Redd. I like that he redeemed himself over time throughout this year with the two projects that he dropped recently. The Love Letter 5 and thingy. What was the other one? Saint Michael tape. Yeah, those ones were actually the stuff I like to hear from Trippie Redd. But something else I don't like to hear from an artist is this number one album that I got here for the worst album I've heard in 2023. And that's Almost Healed by Lil Durk. Lil Durk here really does nothing that actually explains the title of this album. I mean, only one song feels like he actually gets into, his process of healing, like the Pellico song. That was the only song that felt like he actually is going through this process. The rest of the songs, sad songs was close to that, but it did not reach that standard. It just felt like a sad, sappy song that really nobody would care about, you feel me? And I kinda like that song, you know what I mean? But it's one of the only songs I like out of 21 songs, bro. And the rest of the 19 songs, so to speak, are just the same amount of, like, same type of songs Durk usually does. You know what I mean? The drill, Chicago, roughed out type ish. It's not like I wasn't expecting that for this album. But a title that says Almost Healed, and then you don't explain anything from there, you know what I mean? Because we know you suffered a heck of a lot of losses throughout the years, especially in the years where you got bigger. You lost your brother, you lost King Von. We wanted you to expand more on that, you know what I mean, through that pain, and what are you doing to try and heal from that, you feel me? But he definitely strayed away from those type of topics and did not display any type of healing on this album at all. Matter of fact, my ears needed healing after listening to this album, because I was hugely disappointed by Lil Durk's performance on this album. It sounded rough, it sounded sketchy, it sounded incomplete, even though it had 21 songs on it. It just sounded like this man just wanted to put an album together and put it out, you know what I mean? And that's not the type of Durk I'm used to listening to, bro, you know what I mean? And that's why he's on this number one spot. From dropping one of my favorite tapes the previous year, and then dropping the worst tape in the next year, it's kind of crazy to me, man. This might be another Lil Baby type fall off, you feel me? But hopefully not, because Durk got a humongous bag that he can tap into, and I know he's capable of bringing more songs. And yeah, man, that's just it for this video. Let me know if you liked it. And yeah, man, you know what it is. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. You know what it is, man. Support King James. Turn on the notification bell. And yeah, man, I'm out these bees.